welcome back to the channel for another 1/6 scale unlicensed third-party figure unboxing and review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Mr J figure by Mars Toys, aka Jack Nicholson as the Joker from the '89 Batman. Yeah, Mars Toys, what can I say? Just when I think I pulled myself out the trap, they pulled me back in. I own the Hot Toys DX Joker from the '89 Batman, so the first thing that crossed my mind is, why do I need this figure? Why do I need this figure in my life? And I resisted, and then eventually my poor impulse control took over, and I ended up getting it. A lot of that's down to the accessories that this particular figure comes with, and the head sculpt as well. But we'll get into that when we get into the figure itself. As for Mars Toys, well, what can I say? They're knocking it out of the park, especially as far as Batman goes. I've said this before; it's worth repeating. As a third party, they are doing amazing work, especially around the Batman IP. They really are. The quality is outstanding. Recently reviewed the Mr W, the Bruce Wayne figure. Check that review out. It's on my channel. Yeah, they just can't seem to put a foot wrong as far as Batman goes. So high hopes for this figure as well. But as always, we will be taking a look at the box, having a quick look around the box, diving down onto the table, having a look at all the accessories that you get with your Joker figure. Then, as usual, it'll be over to the detail. We'll go out with a little showcase, maybe introduce some of the other Mars Toys and Hot Toys Batman figures, to see how this guy displays. So yeah, the box itself, very much in keeping with Mars Toys boxes of late. Relatively simple design. You've got this graphic almost on the front image of the Joker. Puts me in mind of the Killing Joke for some strange reason. Not sure why, but maybe it's the colour scheme and the grin. But yeah, very bold, very simple. It just says Mr J there, 1/6 scale collectible figure. Mars Toys at the top there. Spin it round. We've got 1/6 scale collectible figure on the side there. Round the back, a couple of alternate shots of the figure itself. One with one of the issues that we'll get to when we get the figure out. This is still in the box, by the way. Brand new to me, just arrived on the doorstep, straight in front of the camera, so a voyage of discovery for all of us. At the bottom here, usual warnings. The credits and usual warnings. Don't piss this figure off. Don't rub its rhubarb, or you might find yourself sleeping with Boss Grisham. And bring it round the other side. Yeah, and 1/6 scale collectible figure on the side there. So yeah, keeping with Mars Toys, bold, simple, effective. So without further ado, let's dive down onto the table and take a look at everything that comes with the figure itself. But before we do that, actually, there is an inlay. I'll just grab it from over here because it's a clamshell style tray. It's worth noting this card inlay that fits over the top. I've just opened it up and just taken this out. That's rather nice. I do like that. I'm not sure whether these are generated images. They actually look like they look like images of Jack Nicholson to me. They really do. Maybe they're promotional pictures from the film that Mars Toys have got their hands on, but they really are very effective. I do like that. You've got the three faces. So yeah, very nice and a nice touch. So we'll put that to one side, and we'll get all the accessories out and take a look at everything that he comes with. Just before we dive down onto the table to take a look at the accessories, just open the box up, and probably worth noting, I think Mars Toys really do have an intention to take the fight to Hot Toys, because the presentation, the inside of the box itself with this clear clamshell and this tray here with the accessories in, is very much in keeping with Hot Toys design. Yeah, this is. Just thought it worth mentioning before we dive down onto the table. Yeah, looks like they really are pulling out all the stops to step into the ring with the big boys. So yeah, without further ado, it's down to the table, and let's take a look at all the accessories. Okay, so here we are down on the table with all the accessories that come with your Mars Toys Mr J, aka the Joker, and there is a lot of it. There's a lot of bang for your buck here. Mars Toys really, the last figure of theirs that I had was the Mr. W, the Bruce Wayne from the '89 Batman. That was pretty Spartan. But what this puts me in mind of is the '66 prank villain, Cesar Romero Joker that they released last year. With the amount of accessories that you get here, they really are going to town, Mars Toys. Hats off. If I had a hat on, I would take it off to them for the work that they're doing. The '66 prank villain came a very close second in my top figures of 2023, as viewers to my channel will know. Check out the video. But yeah, let's dive into the accessories and take a look at everything that he comes with. Let's start with the hands, as always. You know me and my hands. Now there are 2 pairs on the figure, so you've got 4 pairs in total of 8 hands. This is always good. I don't own the original Mars Toys take on this character. Simply because, as I mentioned before, I've got the DX Hot Toys version. But apparently the hand sculpts, having seen other reviews, are pretty similar to the ones you get with that figure. So let's take a close-up look at 1 or 2 of them. You get a pointing hand here. The sculpting is very, very nice. The paintwork is nice. You've got stitching on the back of the gloves there. The turn-up is a different colour. Just very, very nicely done. Quite a hard plastic. Not the softest in the world. There is some give to it, so I'd say a medium to hard plastic. But yeah, sculpting is excellent, paintwork excellent. So there's a pointing finger there. We've got a couple of open palm hands here. Very nice, same quality of sculpts, same quality of paintwork. We've got what looks like a holding hand here. That could be a trigger hand, possibly, for the other accessories that we'll come to. But yeah, a nice variety and nice quality, as always, from Mars Toys. What else do you get? We'll try and get through these as quickly as possible. So there's this paintbrush, 6-scale paintbrush, all 1 piece of sculpted plastic. Some nice paintwork on there. A blob of purple at the end there. This is for the scene in the museum where he's losing his, I nearly said that word, he's losing his marbles and defacing works of art, which is part of the reason for me getting this figure, actually. But we'll come to that. You get his cane, which is all 1 piece of sculpted black plastic with some gold paint on the end and some gold detailing on it. Very nice. What else have we got here? Let's take a look at this mask. Alicia's mask, as played by Jerry Hall in the '89 film. Very nice that is too. The paintwork on here is very, very good. There's multiple paint washes on here. There's some dry brushings. There's gold. There's silver. There's sort of a flesh tone. There's weathering on it to make it look dirty and cracks around the lip areas. Very, very nice and quite screen accurate. And it's got this lovely orange colour on the inside as well. So yeah, Alicia's mask for when she has been turned into a work of art by Mr. Napier. What else? Let's take a look at this gun. Now, I believe this particular weapon is only on screen for a short period of time. I think it's where he shoots television. Could be wrong. If I am wrong, please correct me in the comments section below. But quite nice it is too. The dry brushing on there is very good. It's pretty screen accurate as far as I can tell. It's got some... although it's all 1 piece of plastic, it's got some size to it, and it's got a cocking action as well, which I believe is for these rather nice shotgun shells, silver painted shotgun shells with some red detailing on them that simply slot into the barrel there, so you can actually load the gun up if you so wish, and then that closes. So that's the hand shotgun, if that makes sense. We'll put that to one side. What else do you get? Oh yeah, the buzzer. It's going to be a hot time in the old town tonight. The lethal buzzer that he wears. All 1 piece of sculpted plastic. There's some gold paintwork on there. Black and white circles on the top and the red dot in the centre, which is screen accurate as far as I can tell. So yep, that's there if you want to use it in the display. There's also if I can pick this up, it'll be nothing short of a miracle. Yeah, there you go. It also comes with a 1/6 scale playing card, Joker playing card, printed on both sides. What else? Little bag of spare buttons As we all know, these have a tendency to fly off. So it's nice to see they've given some spares. Let's take a look at the clothing accessories. You've got this green necktie for when he's actually. I believe he was wearing this when he was in the museum. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I think this is for the museum scene. We'll put that to one side. A green handkerchief, a green polka dot handkerchief. Now this pocket square was seems specific, I think, from when he's actually sits down with Vicky Vale and starts to wipe the makeup off his face, which actually ties in with one of the head sculpts that we will get to shortly. So you get that as well. There is a lot here. One of the reasons I got this piece, and it is that museum look. I'll come clean now. It's that museum look. And the fact that these heads are interchangeable with the original Mars Toys Joker release, and also the DX Hot Toys version as well, so you can chop and change and really modify your look for the look that you're after. And this is the floppy beret from that particular sequence where he's defacing the artwork. Relatively thin material, bit of give to it, nice purple colour. I believe this is pretty accurate, this purple tone, but yeah, I will be using this, so put that to one side. You also get this his felt hat, which I believe is sculpted plastic with this sort of purple felt effect over the top and a material black band around it. So yeah, you get his hat. Before we get to the head sculpts, let's take a quick look at the base. This is what we're coming to expect from Mars Toys now, and I am liking these. I think they're very, very effective. It's this sort of hexagonal shape. You've got feet on the bottom, so it won't move around in the display, and I just really like them. I mean, normally third-party bases, as viewers to my channel will know, are something that sends me into fits of anger or complete apathy with the bog standard plastic ovals with cheap stickers on them. But these are actually quite nice. I believe, yeah, this is cold to the touch, so that the nameplate is metal itself. It's that sort of hexagonal look. It's got this very nice matte Batman symbol, the 89 Batman symbol. Simple but effective, and something I would actually use in the display. Standard issue crotch grabber as always, which slots into there. He said, there you go. So that's your stand. And finally, the head sculpts. Now, this is the first time I've had this in hand, first time I've seen these head sculpts, so this is new to me. There's one on the figure itself. We've got two spares here. Great to see three head sculpts, the same way it was with the 66 Joker that they did. But yeah, these are brand new on me. Let's start with this one. There are two that are very, very similar. Let's take a look at this one first. Now, I've seen a few reviews and I've seen some promotional shots, and there was something that was slightly off to me about this head sculpt. But now I've got it in hand, I'm not seeing it. I hate to use that cliche that this is something you've got to have in hand to appreciate, but I'm going to use it again. No, I'm not. I don't know what it was that put me off, but I'm not seeing it now. So that's the good news. Maybe it's just one of those that doesn't film or photograph as well as it actually looks in hand. But yeah, this is the head that we were talking about, the one from the sequence where he starts to wipe his makeup off. The sculpt is absolutely excellent, as you can see. Nice glassy eyes. The likeness to Jack Nicholson is superb, very, very good indeed. The paintwork here, now you might be thinking, oh well, it's got a very, very matte skin effect, but obviously at this point in the film he's actually wearing makeup on top of his face. His face is white, his hair is green, so he's actually dyed his hair, and he's wearing makeup on top of his white face, which had this matte effect in the or this matte look rather in that particular sequence. So this is actually screen accurate. But yeah, there are individual strands of hair sculpted in there. That matte look is very, very good. You've got a double chin. There's creasing in the neck area. The smile is there. The chin is there. The profile it's just there. It's just absolutely spot on there. And then there's a smear of white across the top there to suggest that makeup is starting to come through. So that's sculpt 1. This is sculpt number 2, and this is the one that I'm really looking forward to. This is the one that I think I will be using the most in the display. I think this one is absolutely superb. This is where he's taken most of the makeup off. He's also had water thrown in his faces, I believe, at this point, and the makeup itself is running. Once again, you've got that matte skin texture around the hairline and the neck and so on, but then you've got these sort of ribbons almost of makeup running down. There's still some white left on there. It's blotchy, it's messy, it's starting to run. His eyes are still covered, and it's the eyes closed laughing head sculpt. I think it just really works. The detailing on that mouth is fantastic. I'm not sure if the light's picking this up, but the paintwork on those teeth, the moisture in that mouth and tongue, just top quality, absolutely top quality. I will stop gushing. Once again, Mars Toys not putting a foot wrong. This is some really solid work, and every piece seems to be of the same quality. They don't seem to be in danger of dropping the ball in the near future. So yeah, that's my personal favourite, so I'll put that to one side. There is another head sculpt on the figure itself. It is pretty much identical to this one, but just comes without that smear. So it's almost stages of him removing the makeup. So yeah, that's the third head sculpt. So that's all your accessories. That's your extra heads. So without further ado, let's bring out the main event himself. Let's bring out the Joker. Let's get him onto the stand, onto the turntable, and take a close-up look at the guy himself. Okay, so here he is, straight out of the box, straight onto the stand, straight onto the turntable. No accessories, nothing, just the figure itself. Jack Nicholson as the Joker from the 1989 Batman. So, first-hand impressions, pretty good, I have to say. From the colour of the suit, the quality of the body. Obviously, this is the other head sculpt that we talked about when we were down on the table, identical to the one with the white smear on it. Just straight away, it smacks of another home run for Mars Toys. It really does. But let's take a closer look at him. We'll be taking a slightly different format with this review. We're going to have an up close and personal with him now, and then we're going to go out with a mini showcase of him in the Detolf. We'll have a look at him on his own, and then we maybe pair him up with some of the other 89 figures that I've got to see how he displays. But yeah, what's this guy all about then? Well, let's stop him from spinning. First of all, if the turntable will cooperate, and it does. So let's have a closer look at this guy. The tailoring straight away looks very good. What you've got here at the bottom, it's just one piece of sculpted plastic. This boot. There's some attempt at a top of a sock there. The colouring's quite nice on there. You've got that sort of purple effect. Sculpted laces, obviously. Try and get this this trouser to fall back properly, which it's not doing. It's not cooperating. Bear with me while I get this back into place. Yep, that's going to go. It is. There we go. Might be stuck up at the back there a little bit, but yeah, so all one piece of sculpted plastic, a sort of semi-attempt at a sock. The material here is, it feels like a cotton. It's quite nice to the touch. It feels like it's good quality. I believe the colour and the pinstripe here are pretty screen accurate. I would have to revisit the 89 Batman to say 100%. It is a film I have seen countless times, but I'd have to revisit it just to be 100% spot on. But they've captured that 80s suit look very well. The cut of suits in the 80s obviously was slightly different to what we have today. There was more bag in the trousers, the jackets were larger, they were longer, and there was padding in the shoulders, which we seem to have here. But the quality of the material is very good. It does come across as a bit bulky. This was something I was worried about. But you've got to remember here that he's wearing three layers. There's the waistcoat underneath. You've got the orange, almost satin shirt. So there's three layers on this figure. Doesn't feel like there's any padding. This just feels like this is all the suit. They've kept the material relatively thin, actually. I think to obviously try and keep the bulk down, but it does come across as just a tad bulky to me. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Does that look slightly out of proportion? I'm not sure. But yeah, these are the open palm hands that we didn't take a look at when we were down on the table. You've got this pocket handkerchief here. I don't think that's removable. The stitching is very, very nice. Let's just bring him round so we can take a look at the back here. Yeah, stitching is very, very good. It's sort of what we've come to expect from Mars Toys. The cut is very, very good. You've got buttons on the at the end of the sleeves there. There is definitely some shoulder padding in there. You know, you can sort of finagle that down a little bit maybe. Yeah, cut very, very good on the suit. Stitching very, very good. Colour very, very good. I suppose the only thing that really, I don't know. I'm just there's something about the bulk here at the front that throws me off a little bit. He looks barrel-chested, and I'm pretty certain Jack Nicholson isn't barrel-chested. Maybe that's me, but let me know what you think. So yeah, overall, very, very good. As I mentioned, the head sculpt is the same as the one with the white mark on it, but the whole thing it works. It's just that suit maybe that's I don't know. That's not sitting 100% with me. Maybe I need to open it up. Let's check here. I think these are, these are stud fasteners, the 6-scale stud fasteners, and I think I might not bother opening this up actually on camera. They're notorious. Well, they're notorious for me anyway. Notoriously difficult to get off and then get back on again. So I'll leave it as it is for the purposes of this review. So there you have it. Very, very impressive again from Mars Toys. I think it's safe to say it's another win from them. I mean, the purpose of this figure for me was already owning, as I say, the Hot Toys DX, was more to capture that look from the museum with the beret on, with the paintbrush, which will involve swapping the heads round with the DX version for the tailcoat for that particular scene. But the good thing about this figure is apparently these head sculpts are interchangeable with both their original release of this figure, Mars Toys' original release, and also the Hot Toys DX as well. So you've got some real options there to play around with. You're wanting a particular look, and you've already got one of those two figures, then there's a lot of scope for alternate looks. Alternatively, you don't have a Joker figure in your collection, you're looking for one, you could do a hell of a lot worse than this, that's for certain. So yeah, there you have him. Let's get him spinning again. Slow him down a little bit there. Yeah, as I say, stitching absolutely excellent. The body is very good. Let's just check the articulation. In fact, we'll do that now. Let's get him off the stand and check the articulation on this. Yeah, oh, we've got ratcheted knees. That's a new one. Yeah, pretty good. What about the arms? Yeah, got some good rotation in the arms there. Yeah, the arms are very well jointed. Feels like a relatively good body, good quality body under there. So it looks like you've got the full range of motion going on. Oh yeah, ratcheted hip joints as well. Let's see what kind of scope of movement we have on that head sculpt before we move over to the detail. Let's get him back on the stand and let's stop him spinning again. There we go. Oh, no, he's not stopped. He's slowed down, but he hasn't stopped. Sounds like me. Right, let's take a look at... I mean, they're all one sculpted head. There's no sort of neck peg here, so these heads actually plug straight into the body itself. But yeah, you've got a decent range of movement considering that it's full neck and head sculpt there. So you know you've got not so much down, a little bit back. There's not much side to side there, but you've got the full 360 rotation. Yeah, so articulation good, clothing very good. even though I'm a little unsure about this jacket. Sculpting, excellent. Screen accuracy, on point. It really is. Yeah, it's another home run from Mars Toys. If I was going to give this a score, that's a tough one. I'd probably maybe an 8.5. Still not sure about that clothing. That's probably what's stopping me from giving it a 9, to be honest with you. I'll stick with 8 at this point. We'll go for a very, very good 8. So yeah, there you have it. That's Mars Toys, Mr. J. What we're going to do next is we're going to go over to the Detolf. We're going to switch him out with some accessories, change the look, see how he poses, and see how he presents under the Detolf lights. Maybe introduce a few figures as well, add a little bit of music, and wrap this whole thing up. So yeah, all that remains for me to say is thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any content that's coming up. We have an awful lot coming up in the not too distant future. What's on the horizon? We have the 3.0 Optimus Prime Premium Edition. Looking forward to that. The Hot Toys Dead Strange. We've got a retro look at the Hot Toys Alan Dutch Schaefer from Predator with a body swap on that one. X06 Admiral Picard from Season 3 of Picard. Old Toys, Paul Atreides, Still Suit version. Present Toys, Anton Chigurh, No Country for Up. The list goes on. The list goes on. I will shut up. So yeah, as I say, thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. Happy collecting, and it's over to the Detolf.